Hey, Vortex here, and welcome to my review of the Jabra Elite 5. These are a new release and kind of sit in the middle between the 3 and the 7, I think. And yeah, so as usual, full disclaimers, I got these off Amazon UK. I was not paid to do this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And the packaging, as you can see, is kind of bland, but they are the number 5, as it states down there, in titanium black. I think they come in a couple of different colours, but the black one is the one I've got. So that's it. Let's get into it. So thoroughly designed, purposely engineered, expertly built. Not much here. I think it's more cardboard, so it's a bit better on the environment. We're not a huge fan of boxes within boxes. We stripped packaging right back, removed all the unnecessary stuff, delivering you only what's needed to ensure your new Jabra able to arrive safe and sound. The packaging is sustainable, recyclable and totally guilt-free, which is really good to see. I think Sony did the same thing when I had the XM4 last year. So they say there's an app, 2-year warranty against dust and water. Now these only have mild, I think, water resistance compared to the 7s. The app, obviously I'll try the app with these. There'll probably be an update of some sort. Again, it tells you to use the app. I have here my 85Ts. It's basically the same. In here should be tips and the cable, like small, medium and large. So yeah, charge cable there, so it's type C. There's the tips. And that's it. So warranty, and that's it. So let's see what these bad boys are like. Yeah, I always like when Jabra release something because they do tend to have good amount of R&D on it. They also support wireless charging. Obviously LED there, type C. Protects you, so obviously don't make them go flat. No real, see there? That's a bit different on the actual, yeah, no mesh or anything, so that's a bit different. And that's it. So obviously I'm going to charge these up. I haven't tried them at all, and try it with the app. There may be a software update. We'll see. I'll do a microphone test, and yeah, I'll see you in the future. So welcome to my mic test of the Jabra Elite 5. I'm using them in stereo, as you can actually do that, as these use a Qualcomm chipset. And this just is me in a quiet room speaking at a normal volume, and this is just what it sounds like. So yeah, so welcome to my review section of the Jabra Elite 5. Like I've shown you before, they have a lot of things from the previous model, as you see the case, but it's like it's very similar, or basically the same really. Anyway, you just heard the mic test. I think the mic was great on these, and it does work fine in louder conditions because it's got, I think, 6 mics. Great microphone, to be honest, not much to say about that. So the specs of these is it's got AAC, SBC, and it's got aptX, which is the first I've had from Jabra with the chipset. Now I had to dig deep. I think it's a 3050, and it doesn't have adaptive, but it does obviously have AAC, which is obviously good. So the battery life on these, you'll get 7 hours, which is better than the previous models. Obviously you get more or less depending if you have the modes turned on or off. So if you don't have ANC on or the ambient, you get more. So, and the case goes up to about 28. Again, better than it was before, which is good to see. Good to see up and up and up. It's got wireless charging. I don't have a wireless charger, so I don't know what that's like, to be honest, but it has it. And yeah, so yeah, active noise cancellation works great, as they always does. Same for ambient mode, where it turns the microphones on. you press in the left unit. Again, it works great. And as of this video, there's no firmware updates yet, but there probably will be to fix something or anything like that. So the water resistance is IP55, which is on the lower side. To me, that makes no difference, but for some people, if you want a bit more hardcore of one, these don't do that, so bear that in mind. And yeah, so Bluetooth works fine. The pairing and the strength, super easy and really strong. It's got Google, I think Google Fast Pair. I didn't use that, but it has that. It's got the voice assistance, the usual. If you know Jabra products, this is the same as the last gen. Also, there is an app for these. I will link my Elite 75T video in the corner. Well, in that review I've shown the app. In this, it's exactly the same. You can do basically, like, there's an EQ in there. Use the controls, set up like custom ANC for you. A lot of functions, but it's in the previous video, so I won't, to keep this short, otherwise I'll be rambling on for like forever. And yeah, so not much to say really. The buttons, let's have a good look. So not much to say. These are titanium black. That's you have to press it in for it to work. Again, this is the left one, kind of different there. So there's like no mesh. The previous models like that. That's the kind of shape. Comfort was okay. I think the previous model was a little bit better, in my opinion. Take the tip off. Yeah, as you can see, the tip's super secure. I don't want to break it. This is medium, so I was quite happy with it. And that's what they look like, very plain really. So in there. These are magnetic, so you see flashes there, shows the battery life of the case, which is basically full. And yeah, so anybody who knows Bluetooth knows these things know. And yeah, so sound. So the sound of these is fairly on the safe side, to be honest. So bass really, mine seems to have a bit of imbalance, but I graphed these 10 times each side and it came back the same. So mine seemed a little wonky. I didn't really notice the difference, to be honest though. And in the app you can EQ these a lot, but this is the neutral setting, I think. So if you don't like that bass, if you have the app, turn it up. And that's it really. Apart from that, the low end is very clean, as the 85T was. I expected something similar, and it's the same kind of thing. But yeah, bass is fine really. Again, you can EQ to what you like, and it uses 6mm DD. I was happy with it. Sounds fine really. Mids are again safe, detailed, not a problem. Anything that's any singers sit there, any instruments there, all sounds very natural. I was really happy with it, no problem at all. Not much to say really, did its job. Jabras, from what I've tried, always do typically sound quite clean, and this is the same. So treble, again, quite safe, but C8 peaks towards the 8K. Now that seems to me, from my ear, just a resonance, but depends how good your ears are. But that's what it seemed like for me. I didn't really get any fatigue from these. I've listened to these for hours and it seems fine really. Again, instrument separation's good, everything's very clear, quite nice tuning as the normal like neutral setting. Again, not much to say. Everything sounds, they do sound great, and I do like how they tune stuff. It does sound like there's a lot of DSP going on in the background, which I presume there is. And yeah, so technical performance is good and the resolution's good. And yeah, not much to say really. He plays it quite safe, and that's what it is. So conclusion is, do I recommend these? Yes, but as these was £150 as of this video, which is not cheap. Now I've tried a lot of true wireless, I've tried a lot below this kind of price, and they perform very, very close to this. Not the same, but close. The thing with Jabra, I think they're a little bit overpriced. If these was £50 off, if these was £100, these would be a great deal. But for 150, they're not a great deal. Now there's the Elite 7 Pro, I think, which is a small amount of money up and meant to be noticeably better. I don't have that, but overall, these are great. Great little compact case, great build. The functionality is good. Active noise cancellation is good. The ambient mode is good. The sound quality out of the box is good. The app's good. Overall, they are very good. They fill a lot of the boxes. But so, yeah, I do kind of recommend these if you can find them at the right price. Don't overpay because they're not worth that. Yeah, if you know anything in particular, just let me know in the comments. I think I've covered pretty much everything. And yeah, see you in the next video.